What's good, YouTube? Drazu Empire here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over my Stamina Dragonite build. This is the build I've been running for this patch. This new patch where healing sucks, monster sets are nerfed, all of that. And yeah, this is the build I've been rocking with. I think I have one of the most unique Stamina Dragonite builds. I don't think you will see this build anywhere else. The way I run it. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the build. So first, let's go run the sets. Front bar, I'm running New Moon's Acolyte for the damage, mainly for that raw damage. And the fifth piece adds 481 weapon damage. But you also get increased cost to your abilities, but we kind of make up for that in the build. I kind of make up for that with extra sustain, as I'll show you later. Back bar, we're running 7th Legion. Yeah, 7th Legion. I don't know why nobody runs this set. This is a pretty good set, especially in this meta, with the 5th piece. It already gives you health recovery and weapon damage, and the stats alone. But the 5th piece, when you cast an ability that increases your physical or spell resistance, you gain 350 weapon damage and 350 health recovery for 10 seconds. So when you're proccing your buff, your resistant buffs, you're basically when you're popping your ability, you're basically getting weapon damage and health recovery for popping it. You decide when you want to pop that ability, and it can occur every 10 seconds. So basically, this just gives you incentive to keep your buffs up, which you need to do already, and you're getting weapon damage and health recovery, extra sustain and extra damage for that. So this is a pretty good set, especially in this new meta, this new patch. Running poisons on the back bar, double dot. You can run the regular double dot, or you can run the crown lethal poisons. Either or, doesn't matter. I think these do a little bit. Let me see. Actually, no, the crown do a little bit more damage, but yeah. All right. Now let me go into the really unique part of this set. So I'm running one piece Molakina, one piece Molakina for the weapon damage. I'm in heavy, so 7th Legion, 2 medium pieces of New Moon Acolyte, then the rest is heavy 7th Legion. Then for the jury, I'm running agility. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, so you don't see a monster set? Yeah, for this patch, for this new meta, I don't think there's any really good, amazing monster sets right now. They nerf Bloodspawn, Troll King is okay, Balrog is okay. Those are okay sets, but I think instead of having a full monster set, I think we could just put more stuff into our stats, and it would be better for the build. So, one piece Molakina, no, not the full. We just do it for the weapon damage, and then we running willpower, which gives us not willpower, agility, which gives us maximum stamina and weapon damage, almost 200 weapon damage. All weapon damage and chance. The trait is actually one of them have to be health. I'm gonna explain that later in the build why I have one of them health, but it doesn't have to be health for you for the jury. But I'm gonna explain what you need to do with your health. But it's stamina, health. The enchantments I have is health. I got 3 triglyphs: pants, chest, and helmet, and then the rest is health, stamina, health. It's kind of mixed up. I know it's kind of messy, but you're gonna see why later on. So the thing good about 7 Legions, you could proc your back bar. This is why I'm able to run these sets like this. New Moon's front bars, Seventh Legion's back bar. Pretty good. Now let's go into the stat sheet. Stat sheet is our base stats. You know, we broke with Lava Foot Soup Citrus. You break 30k stamina and you get 1,500 stamina recovery. This is important. This is like the makeup for New Moon. Like I'm running extra recoveries. You know, with the Serpent Mundus Stone that gives you 238 stamina recovery. So with that, with all of that together, you're getting extra sustain. So you can make up for that New Moon Acolyte. You know, with cost increase. Now, base weapon damage is 3,600. Now, when you proc your rally, then you proc your volatile armor. You know, give you all the damage buffs. You at 5,200. That's I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty good damage for a pretty good damage, 5,200. And then if you want to, cause yes, you were running, my fault. I forgot to say this. We're running the weapon damage enchant. So with the weapon damage enchant, we have 5,600. Pretty good weapon damage. Our what is it called? Our resistances, 26, 24. When we on back bar, 30k, 29k. Basically 30k each. Crit resistance at 2,800. So pretty good stats all around, I believe. You know, as I said, we're running a Lava Foot Suit. Gives you just raw stamina sustain, max like 5,000 max stamina. 500 stamina recovery. We need that for this build. You also want to run tripods. Tripods is pretty good. There's no other pot. I don't think there's no other pot better for Stam DK. It gives you everything back. As a stamina Dragonite, you need your magicka, your stamina, and your health, and you need that the recoveries for all of that too. So, Tri Restore pods, I think, is just the best for DK all around. Let's go into the skills. Skills, we're running Executioner. Executioner is just one of the best executes, man. It deals up to a 400% more damage to enemies with less than 50% health. Just one of the best executes. You can get anybody out the way with this move. Rally, you know, a lot of people are running the other morph for this. I forget the name. Momentum. No, that's the I don't know, but the other morph. I just like Rally better than the other morph because of the burst heal. I know healing is bad. This patch, I know healing is bad, but you're in heavy armor, so you're getting more healing taken, and then with the Rally burst heal, it just helps you sustain better under like certain situations. Like when you take it a lot of damage, you pop your Rally, pop it again, you get all your health back. You can sustain really when you're in like a 1vx situation. Rally is just the best for that. So I run Rally instead of the other one. Dizzying Swings, this is your stun. Dizzying Swing does too much damage. Every stamina class is using Dizzying Swing, spamming it. I gotta use it, man. It's too much damage. It hits them off balance, and the second time you use it, it's a stun. Or you can just heavy attack when they're off balance and stun them. It just does a lot of damage. It's a pretty good move. Venomous Claw, a tick. Just actually ticks are very good this patch. So we're running Venomous Claw. You know, very good this patch. Noxious Breath as your fracture, your major fracture. You know, and it's another tick. Ticks is powerful, does decent damage, you know, over time. take flight. You know, our area stun. You know, when things get too real, things get too hostile. We use take flight. Everybody in the area gets stunned. And it does decent damage too. You can finish people off with it. You can do anything with it. This is one of my favorite ultimates. Just because how it looks and what it does. So, let's go into the back bar. Back bar, sword and shield back bar. We're running resolving vigor. Of course, it's another heal, your main heal. Race against time. Now, the reason I run race against time, not even in this path, not that it's good to have mobility. It's always good to have mobility, man. Especially when you're kiting. If you're in Citadel or you're in the sewers, you want to kite. Kite the enemy. This is really good. Race against time gives you major expedition. And increases your crit. But that doesn't. We're using this for the major expedition. This gives you a lot of movement speed. Helps you kite. Just helps your movement all around. And when you activate it, it removes all snares and immobilizations and grants you immunity to them for 1.3 seconds. So I think this kind of like makes up for us not having the morph for rally. The other morph. This kind of makes up for it. Fragmented shield. This gives you your major mending, even though healing is not that good this patch. You take whatever healing you can, major mending for 6 seconds. That increases your healing done by 25%. So when you pop this and you pop rally, you're at full health. You're at full health. You pop this, you pop vigor, you're at full health. Cauterize, another heal. Yeah, you see a lot of heals, but even though heal, I keep saying it. You get what you can. Healing is still pretty good. You're still a Dragonite. You still have those passives that give you more healing. So you got Cauterize. It's a tick heal. No, and we don't care anything about this except healing them for 5,000 every 5 seconds. So there's another heal. So when you fragment the shell in this heal, you get more heals basically. Now we have to proc our 7th Legion and our major resolve. This is what is it called? Hardened armor. Hardened armor. I don't go with the spike one, the one that when you pop it, when you activate the ability, the spikes go out. I don't use that one. That one is just useless for stamina. This one gives you just a little tiny shield, just to mitigate some of the damage. I feel like it's better than the other morph. Gaining damage shield. Pretty good, just how you proc 7 Legion. Now the back bar temple guard. This is amazing actually. And Citadel and Imperial City, this is amazing for kiting. You could jump down a ledge, people chase you, you pop this, you back on the ledge. It's amazing for kiting as well. It's like what's it called? A shadowy image, Nightblades do. It's like that. So, and it gives you all your health and stamina back. It resets your health and stamina to what it was. This is good for sustain. This is amazing for sustain. And while you have it slotted, you gain minor protection. Minor protection, reducing your damage taken by 8%. So, in the back bar, you're blocking. You when you blocking, you basically taking no damage, man. You plus with the shield, with the Sigic shield, bro, you have a lot of mitigations in your back bar. You have a lot of mitigations, so I think this is best in slot, man. I know a lot of people, some people when they look at builds, because it used to be me, they like, but I don't have the Sigic order. If you don't have the Sigic order, I'm considerate. If you don't have the Sigic order, I understand. If you can't get race against time, I suggest you use another stun, like Shield Bash or something. Use another stun in this category. Then I guess you can use for your ults. I guess you can use War on something for sustain, something for a little bit of something, man. Cause but yeah, I think CJ or werewolf, you going werewolf, for the extra stamina recovery or something, man. If you want to, but Citric is very key, in a stamina Dragonite build like this. So I suggest you try to get it, but I understand if you can't. You know, now passives, basic passives, for everything. Make sure when you're in Soul Magic, get Soul Shatter. I know a lot of people look over this passive. When your health drops below 20%, your soul explodes, dealing 3,000 magic damage. No, it's not a lot of damage, but it's something, and it's something worth putting your points into because it can still puts a little bit of damage out. It can help. It can help. You know, yeah. Cedric, got the a lot of Cedric. If you're not using, you only use the race against time and temporal guard. So, want to get the barrier, get your shield when you block. And just yeah. Now let's go into the CP. CP for the warrior, we run at 72 ironclad, 17 spell shield, 16 resistance. This is kind of confused. I was looking into like the patch notes. I hear you get a flat 1,000 critical resistance. You get a flat, so like critical resistance is not that key this patch. So I don't put a lot into critical resistance anymore. Resistant. I used to have like a thing where I'd be like, oh, I want over 3K or resistance, like 3K or over. But not anymore. So with this patch. 42 into hardy, 42 elements to defender, 34 to thick skin, 45 into a heavy armor focus. This is just how I run it. You could run it however way you want it. Your CP, it's you. CP is very flexible. Like, that's the thing I like about CP. It's flexible. 51 into Warlord, 43 into Tenacity, 1 into Arcanus and Healthy, 75 into Mooncash, 51 into Tumbling, 40 into Shadow Ward, 32 into Bless, 81 to Master at Arms, 61 Precise Strikes, 32 for Piercing, 64 Mighty. And yeah, that's the build. Something I forgot to go over, yeah. Character sheet. Character sheet, you have your attributes, right? Attributes you wanna this is what the quota is for the build. You want 20k health and in the overworld, Out of Cyrodiil you want 20k health. So you do what you need to do to get to that quota. You do what you need to do to get to 20k health. This is just what I did. I put pointed to my health attribute. I put some triglyphs. I put some enchantments to health on some pieces of the armor. This is what I did. You want 20k health out of Cyrodiil. That's what you want. So yeah, that's just for the best sustain. So when you get into Cyrodiil, you're at like 25k health. That's good. That's good sustain. That's good health. That's because to sustain you well. Can't even talk. But yeah, we're running impenetrable. I should have went. Got to go over this, but impenetrable on the big gear. We have some reinforced. This was just good. I had no problem with the stats for the sword and shield. I have defending on the back bar. Then Nirnholm on the front bar. And yeah, I think that's it. That's the build. Yeah, this is why I've been running this patch. It's worked pretty good. You know, I think I have as I said, I have one of the most unique builds. I believe, you know, we're not running a monster set, man. Monster sets are they're iffy. I don't know about them. But yeah, so this is the build. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this, you know, helps you. And, you know, if you enjoyed the video, if this build helped you at all, you know, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, share, all that. And yeah, Drezu Empire out.